We need to create African-led solutions for Africans on the continent, and I believe that the innovation part can really do that. That's the essence of the African Innovation Foundation.
We are very, very happy, first of all in Nigeria, for the African Innovation Foundation and the ATPS to recognize Nigeria as a fantastic country to hold this conference. So what we are celebrating today is a trigger for us. It must be a trigger for all the 54 countries.
There's this big gap between the education, as in the books, and the actual application and production. So what we thought was that it would be great to bring together people who we felt are at the cusp of where you sort of fill this gap.
I'm very excited to be chairing and moderating this panel. Basically, this is a universal problem with no single right answer. So we're going to be setting an impossible task to our panelists today, and they'll have to be innovative to give us the right answer, which apparently doesn't exist. But I'm sure we will hear from them and they'll all contribute some great solutions.
One of my mentors, and he says, education is what others do to you. Learning is what you do to yourself. And those two things are very different.
Whereas a lot of the young people that come through the educational system in Ghana are highly educated and very, very smart and talented, but they don't have this, they're not used to using their hands. They don't know how to make things. And sometimes they can feel uncomfortable when they're confronted with this sort of condition where they have to produce something. So we're actually trying to produce interclass innovation.
And until we move and transition from an inventive society to an innovative society, Africa will not make progress. That's why everyone has an idea, but no one has solved the problem.
Because of the internet and because of makerspaces, I think it's a very interesting experiment right now to see how that might evolve into a new type of university or a new type of polytechnic or whatever you want to call it.
Welcome to our prize-giving award celebration here in Abuja. I am delighted to see all of you here. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Nigeria, for hosting us. Thank you, Abuja, for being so kind to be host for us during these days here. And thank you certainly from the bottom of the heart from all the participants in the panels, but also in the competition. The African Innovation Foundation is an African creation meant to be a mobilizer and enabler of innovation on this continent.
Since inception, we've heard it before, which was in 2011, we have received 2,000 applications from African innovators coming from 48 African countries. This, ladies and gentlemen, is for me the real power of innovation.
So I want to thank the African Innovation Foundation for what it's doing. I mean, it's remarkable. We've always been looking for ways to reward our young people and old people who are coming up with new ideas on the continent. And the fact that we have this prize is one of the fitting things that I think is the new edge of moving the continent forward.
Let's meet Africa's top 10 innovators for 2014. Here are the finalists for tonight, 10 of them. Africa's top 10 innovators. 3 will go home with the top prize tonight.
African governments, entrepreneurs, and innovators will have to satisfy the needs of a much younger clientele. This is why Africa should not expect to get all answers from the developed world regarding its challenges, but has to go for African-led solutions in which innovation can be a driving force. And it's also going to attract global and local investors and eventually become an internationally recognized innovation space where we can proudly say, this is made in Africa.
And we hope sincerely from Nigeria that this competition will continue to flourish for many years to come. And for those who are creative and innovative, I want to thank you for making our life a little more exciting. I wish you all luck. May the best person win. And let me say that we're going to follow you all with great interest in the future. Thank you for making our lives more beautiful.
The moment we've been waiting for has come. The IPA 2014 Social Innovation Prize winner is Meles Temesgen, the Social Innovator Prize Africa Award 2014. And the IPA 2014 runner-up winner is Fufu Mix by Lego Minsol. Lego Minsol, please come up to the stage.
And the winner is going to the program of autism, osteogenic bone makers by Nicholas Onis Minopia.
Well, thank you very, very much to the organizing committee for hosting this excellent event. Innovation is truly the motor for economic growth for all nations, and nations have to compete. And with our product, it's a flagship for all Africans, and we give it back to you, all of Africa. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, 10 finalists for the Innovation Prize Africa Award 2014. A round of applause for that. It's been a long journey. It's not easy being an innovator. We don't have too many of them on the African continent. That is why we are here to celebrate them, celebrate their innovation.